Hey y'all, so I'm going to show y'all how to do these mini matchbook scrap notebooks. I'm just using scrap pieces that I have, and I thought that this would be kind of a cool way to go on with our Scrapbuster. Really super simple scrap pieces, a stapler, some washi tape if you want it, your bone folder, scissors, whichever. And this was really simple. I had kind of seen this sort of idea, and it kind of gave me this idea, and then it was kind of born into this. So the paper inside will be 4 inches folded. And then the matchbook part itself is 2.5 inches wide and 9 inches long. And then when you see me score, it's kind of strange, but I'll explain it when we get there. So we're going to call it Scrap Matchbook Mini Notebook. I literally had to turn over and asked him what the date was because that's how I roll. So it is what it is. So these are really super simple. There's not a whole lot to them. So on that there, you're seeing I'm writing where I scored. That top little piece up there, I scored at 3/4 of an inch. And then that middle where you're gonna fold up, it kind of went back and forth. And I would say instead of me telling you where I scored, score your top piece, get your paper stapled in, and then look and see where you need to score at, right? Because I feel like doing it that way would be way easier than me saying go ahead and get on your conveyor belt, and go ahead and score all your pieces on your conveyor belt and get all your pieces cut and this and that, and then it be the wrong score. So I think I started out scoring, you'll see here, um a different very different. So really I needed to come out and see where I could score, probably closer around like 5 1/8 of an inch. But you could probably even come out further to like 5 1/4 if you wanted. So just, do yours however you want to do them. Do your paper width however you want to do it. This is just the idea and me giving you a video on how to do this scrap buster, instead of me hunting down a video, and maybe be a little more authentic this way. So now I'm just taking that paper. This is a sheet of 10, and I folded in half, and I just stapled to that top there. And so the idea now is, of course, you guessed it, like a matchbook, that bottom should meet up and go right up under that little flap there. Another little thing is be mindful of where you staple, because if you staple too low down, your bottom piece isn't gonna go in there right, and you're gonna have to end up trimming some off the bottom. And then I'm just using the washi tape to cover up the staple. You don't have to if you don't want to. This was just a this looks better kind of thing. And I mean, you could really use another scrap piece of paper to decorate with. I did these really simply. I didn't do any really decorating or anything like that. Besides that washi tape. And this was just a piece of um, art paper that I had sprayed with alcohol ink, and then did did some tangling on it. And I didn't want to throw it away, but I didn't really have big use for it right now. So it became a little matchbook. So I'm just going in and rounding corners for these little bits here, and then it's going to speed up supersonic fast. This is what a conveyor belt looks like for me. This is where I'm doing multiple ones at one time, and I do the whole step, one whole step for each thing at one time, and then I move to the next step. So it's exactly like a conveyor belt. And this is where you'll see me where I realized, uh-oh, I stapled too low. And then I had to go back and trim a little bit. But it's alright. I didn't really lose anything. And then at one time, I think I even had to fumble around with the stapler because my stapler is old. Yeah, right here. And then I got the stapler jammed, and yep, it was all messed up. So then I put more staples in, and I had to keep going back and forth with it, but it's irrelevant either way. So just be mindful of where you staple. And then you just, decorate how you want. I think these would be really fun little party gifts or happy mail, flat mail stuff. Really fun, and they don't take any time at all, as you can see, literally just a couple minutes. So I hope that you have fun and we can bust up some scraps. Bye.